Panic attacks. Are we out of control? No. Do we really need to get nuts? Or can we control these panic attacks? Even though we may have inherited this garbage. And the tension comes from generations back. Stuff that, it could have been my grandmother, it could have been my grandfather. Who the hell knows what? Yet now we have it in us. So how do we resolve it? Do we just go to the doctor and start popping pills? Come on, give me something. Give me something. I need help. No. Okay. Even though you may have inherited the problem from a genetic disposition, from inheritance, it doesn't matter. It's still up to us, up to you and me to resolve these panic attacks. We cannot get brutalized by panic attacks. I was just recently watching a YouTube video where this young woman is having panic attacks and has two small kids. And they're telling a story how she was going pazzo while driving the car. You know, and now the kids are reliving the experience by telling their story on YouTube and telling them what happened. I was so scared. Mama was going to drive down a cliff. I don't know what was going to happen here. I was terrified. Do you know that these kids, we got to think a little bit, because these kids are internalizing this stuff. And then 15, 20 years from now, they're the ones that have the panic attack and going berserk crazy, pazzo. Okay? So we have to be considerate of ourselves first, and then all those people around us, because they're also going to suffer some of the consequences as we have suffered them as well. This is why I say, how do we slow down or stop a panic attack on its track? Okay? I've created a free breathing on YouTube so that you could see. It's a coordinated breathing that helps you get into a gamma space of mind, alpha, theta, and all of that good stuff, so that you can start releasing those suppressed and repressed emotions. Notice yourself in the panic attack, if you're all of a sudden, your breath has become really shallow. You can barely hear yourself breathe. Okay, now you know what's coming. And if you do not have a plan to deal with this panic attack, okay, your brain and your ass will join each other. Okay, so have a plan, a definitive plan, so that you can deal and take some of the power out of this panic attack. And even if you're not completely in balance, at least you're somewhat rational. It's imperative to be able to do that to get through the panic attack. I've seen many people have panic attack. I've been fortunate because of the amount of work that I have done. I have never had a single, not a one panic attack. And I'm showing you the way that you can avoid having panic attacks. Have I had anxiety? Absolutely. Anxiety I have had. But I can also disarm anxiety, and I'm looking to show you how you can too. Now, I run into a problem, I breathe. I do my breath, because I know at that point I'm suppressing. I'm trying to suppress emotions as hard as I can. Keep them down. Don't let those suckers come up, because they're going to get me. They're going to get me. So what you do is you stop breathing. Your breath becomes very, very shallow. Okay? That is indefinite sign that you are going down like the Titanic. Okay? And you gotta bring yourself up, and you start with the breath. Start breathing right away. Take deep breaths. If you do not have my YouTube video, just start taking as many deep breaths as you need to start releasing some of the tensions, because it's going all over your body. At times you feel it in your heart. That's why people often think that they had a panic attack. I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. And they go to the emergency room. And then, of course, they find out that they had a panic attack. And we're going to get into, in a later chapter, we're going to go, in a later segment, we're going to go into what actually takes hold with each and every panic attack and what it does to our health, which is not good, what it does to our brain, and what it does in a repetitive cycle, that we want to be able to step away from that. So the next thing to do is reduce caffeine. Think about taking the product that I have developed, and I've developed it for anxiety, for stress, for the blues. And panic is a high degree of anxiety. So I recommend taking 2 capsules of brain at ease. And that's what it is. It's brain at ease. I didn't just create it for the hell of it. I use it myself. And I mean, I'm for the most part in a pretty good space, but everybody has challenges. No one is free of challenges. Not the Pope, not the Dalai Lama. No one. Everybody has some challenges, no matter what it is that they tell you. And that's just the way it is. But if they can smooth me out, I can now create better thinking process. I have a rational mind. But can you imagine if you're in the high anxiety and you're in a panic attack, you look at chicken going like this. What are you doing? What are you doing to yourself? Is that okay to just hammer yourself? Open up a can of whoop ass. Open up another can of whoop ass. Then open up a third can of whoop ass on yourself, one after another. And it's because of all the programming and everything that's been sent down by our genetics and our inheritance that is not all good. But we have to deal. We can't blame it. It was Uncle Tom who screwed me. And it was Grandma, whatever the hell her name is, I can't remember now. Grandma Ann, she screwed me with her brain that was nuts, so it was spooky in the head. And she went on a rampage and she went nuts. And now I got some of that in me. It's her fault or it's his fault. No, well, we cannot blame people for this stuff. It's happened, so we have to take care of it. It's for us to take care of. It doesn't matter where it started, how it began, and how it came about. Now we have to take care of it. So, plan. Have a plan. Plan is the most important thing. You're not feeling well. Your mind is starting to become irrational. You got, this stuff. You got pooky eyes and all of this stuff going on. Take a close look and say, okay, based on these circumstances, I take step A, B, and C to relieve myself from this so I don't end up in the emergency room or something else. And that can get to be very expensive too. So economically, it's very, very challenging. So I start the breathing. Make sure that I do 1, 2, 3 rounds, whatever it is that I need. It's part of respecting myself. And put in a couple of capsules of Brain at Ease. And we offer a good discount on it. And if you need help, just let me know. And I'll do what I can to help you. Then, start looking at the thoughts that have created this situation that's moving towards you like a train, like a freight train just coming at you. Boom! We have to be objective. We have to keep our eyes open and see what it is, what irrational stuff is coming at us that is really getting in our way. And that could be any number of things. And a week later, depending on the level of panic, because some people just, have not been able to understand anything about their panic. But other people will take a look at it, usually in the high financial world, they'll take a look at it. Hell, I was scared out of my freaking mind. But yet nothing happened. But yet you still gave yourself one hell of a jolt. You gave your body a pounding. And that's not what we're supposed to do. So I hope that this segment helps you understand about panic and know that you cannot just continue to suppress emotions. And the more shallow the breath is, the bigger the problem that is coming, okay? Because oxygen is needed to release the pressure that is inside. Then think about taking something that is not pharmaceutical, that is not keeping you, oh, I'm fine now.
I'm fine. I'm doing well now. I'm in La La Land. I'm like, I don't understand anything, but I'm fine. At least I'm not cooking in my own sauce.
That's not the way to live life. So think and respect yourself and respect those around you, especially if you've got kids. We can't be doing that to them. And think about also, we have a retreat. It's going to be starting to happen on a regular basis. We can help. We can help get some of those traumas out and open up space in your body where you can start really existing and not surviving. All right, I hope that this segment has helped. I am Gus Barney and look to see you in the next segment. Please subscribe, share, and like.